game. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but when I look at Cam, I think his personality is not built to be consistent. Am I out of my mind?
No, you're not. And I think, some of those stats are what separates the good from the great. And, Russell Wilson, I think, is great.
So do I.
I think has the ability to be great.
But he's mostly
he's shown it, but there are times where we all question, what is Cam thinking? Why does he react this way, or why does he come across, in such a hasty way?
Yeah.
So to speak. And I just hate, I hate that it's so many inconsistencies from on or off the field for Cam. He got to find a way to get it right so he can be mentioned with the greats, which is what I know he wants.
Yeah. Okay, so it is Tom Brady said this in Christine's update a couple of minutes ago, where Brady's like, okay, it's getting cold. Now we're getting to late October. We're getting to early November. Now there are about 6 teams out there, the Bills, Dolphins, the Jets, the Jags, the Saints, the Rams, that are way better than we thought. And I know I live in Los Angeles. I'm trying not to be a homer.
Yeah.
But I'm watching the Rams, and I'm like, I know that these are all, and I'll put them on the screen, I would call these the surprise 6.
Yeah.
These teams are all better than we thought. So you have them on the screen right there if you can see them. Which ones do you buy into now? I buy into the Rams because
I'm buying into the Rams first and foremost, and I'll give you 3. I'm buying into the Buffalo Bills, the Saints. I will go with those 3.
Okay, so when it comes to the Rams, what do you buy into?
I buy into their offense. If you look at the game yesterday and the way they started out, they came out and called 70% of those plays from the line. So Jared Goff didn't get into a huddle. He called 70% of those plays from the line, and they were all productive. They didn't score a touchdown. They got 3. But that pattern consistently happened throughout the game, and it was effective. They scored points. They beat a team that always beat them, and they beat them convincingly.
Let's go to the Packers now. I want to segue to the Packers, a totally different topic. I know Brett Hundley. I said he's got a little bit of Kaepernick where he's tall, lanky.
Right.
He can make it with his feet. And they're both kind of reserved in their own way.
Yeah.
They have similar, although I would say Cap's got a bigger arm. But I'm looking at Brett Hundley. And if I'm a Packer fan, Michael, when you watched the Packers and Hundley yesterday, did you see anything you liked, anything that worried you?
Well, I seen some promise. I seen that he has the ability to grow from this game. I think the game plans will have to be structured around what Brett Hundley does best and what he does well. But of course, man, the running game has to be there. He's going to need a lot of help. The defense has to come to play. They'll have to get some stops and get some turnovers and really put him in positions where the game is not too difficult. The moment is not too big because he hasn't had those moments. So I think things just have to, calm down for him. I think this week will be a lot better because he's got a taste of what it's like to go through an entire game week, from film room preparation, the media.
Okay, so you did not. So you came into the league, you sat on the bench, then you came into a game. Take me to your first couple game weeks where on Monday morning, Mike, it's your week. So now with Brett Hundley now, hey, Brett, it's your team for 6 months. How is it different?
Well, it starts with the butterflies, getting the butterflies out the way and really just saying, okay, now I'm the guy. And that's a lot of pressure within itself from not only from your play, but from the outside world, because now you got people calling, can I get tickets? I'm proud of you. And, we can't wait to see you this weekend. It's a great opportunity. It's more added pressure. So, from the start of the week on Tuesday, you have to be in that building. You have to be talking with the coaches. You have to figure out what the game plan is going to be. And you have to go home that night and study and come in on Wednesday and have a good practice and give everybody a sense of optimism.
It's really on you. Like Deshaun, let me throw this one out. DeShone Kizer of the Browns was out partying Friday night. A story broke today till 1:30 in the morning.
Really? And did he start last week?
He started this week.
Oh, not good. Well, I can't say. Listen.
What was it, Sam, this week or last week?
I think it doesn't matter.
How late would you be out on a week you were starting? What was your curfew?
Oh man, a week I'm starting, I'm sleep on a Friday around 10:30, 11, maybe 11:30. If the kids are up running around. But this is a guy. He's a young guy. He's a rookie, but you cannot be seen at 0-6. Out in public at night. Late at night, and after 12, which nothing good happens. I'm speaking from experience. So, I'm throwing my little shot to Deshaun Kaiser. Man, stay out them streets, man. Listen, the most important thing you can do is prepare for your game on Sunday, which is where you'll be evaluated for the rest of your life.
It's amazing now. And you didn't live in Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, it was a totally different world. So now it's harder to move around.
Oh, you can't do anything.
You can't even do it. So that's just it's not smart. It's not a good idea, especially when your team is in such a, huge deficit, as far as the win-loss column.
Yeah. Good seeing you, bud. Mike Vick.
Good seeing you.
We all love our cars. Peter King, top of the hour, where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong. We all love our cars. Of course we do. But we know there's a point when a car reaches an age. It's called the warranty runs out. You want to get covered by CarShield. A new fuel pump's $500. A water pump over $1,000. Stuff adds up. At CarShield.com, not only do they give you 24/7 roadside assistance, not only will you get a rental car while yours is in the shop, they take care of your car's computer, GPS, electronics, brakes. It doesn't matter. Something will break when the warranty ends. Be covered. CarShield.com, code HERD for 10% off. Deductible may apply. Also a phone number, 800-CAR-6100. 800-CAR-6100, and mention the code HERD. Peter King around the corner. A-Rod later. It's the Herd.
To earn Piece of the Pie rewards points when you order by phone or when you order in store. At Domino's, we make it easy for you to earn free pizza any way you order.
They say Californians are living the dream.
But things aren't all that glamorous.
Nope. We have our struggles.
It's no cakewalk.
A dream? This?
There's just no magic.
Same old, same old.
The sun rises every morning.
And sets every night.
Still think Californians are living the dream? Come see for yourself. I mean, seriously. Start your trip at visitcalifornia.com.
Discover the power of new Dove Men Plus Care Elements with minerals and sage. Get a boost of freshness with new Dove Men Plus Care Elements.
We are the next generation of drivers, raised by rivalry and forged in flame.
When our hearts pump, 1,000 horses scream. But we're tired of racing against ones and zeros.
We want change. Because we don't need another game.
We need sport.
Rated E for everyone.
PlayStation.
I just saved thousands on my loan at LendingTree.com.
In less than a minute, I found out how much home I can afford.
I like how you shop for loans the same way you shop for flights online.
I didn't realize at LendingTree, you can save money on almost any sort of loan.
I consolidated my credit card debt with a personal loan.
I found a new credit card with 0% interest for 15 months. You just shop, compare, and save. And it's all free.
Go to LendingTree right
put it all on the line.
That's all that needs to be said.
Dak Prescott and the Cowboys.
What a catch.
Kirk Cousins and the Redskins.
End zone touchdown.
Battle-tested leaders look to gain ground in a crucial NFC East showdown. Cowboys, Redskins, America's game of the week. Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
Nationwide is on your side. What do you think?
We're almost there. On the jingle, though, Brad, I want to feel it right here.
Right here in the chest?
No, your heart.
Heart.
In your heart. Yes! Close. Close. We're almost there. Almost.
Well, basically got it, right?
Basically almost. But you're doing great.
What did I just get into? Nothing.
Fly me to the moon.
The ball sound like?
No, actually, they separate into a suspension.
It's more like the Google Pixel 2 is the unlimited storage.
And Verizon is the best unlimited plan.
What if it's like H2 and O?
Yeah, like that.
I had a feeling that would score with you guys. Good meeting.
When you really, really want the best, get the Pixel 2 for up to $300 off on Google's exclusive wireless partner, Verizon.
Tomorrow, the World Series begins. Two dominant forces battle on the game's biggest stage. Astros, Dodgers, Game 1. Tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on Fox.
Watch the World Series on Fox live with YouTube TV.
Fox NFL Kickoff, Sundays at 11 Eastern.
We're talking football.
Start your day with First Things First. Join Chris Carter, Nick Wright, and Jenna Wolfe for the best morning show on television. First Things First, weekdays on FS1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. Your morning routine just got a whole lot more fun.
All right. Good to have you back. Peter King, we're calling was right, we're calling was wrong. Top of the hour. I had a great time watching sports all weekend. Congratulations to the Dodgers and the Houston Astros. If you baseball, it'll be a great World Series. For a casual fan, maybe it's not as attractive without the Yankees, but these are the two best teams in baseball. The Dodgers were on pace to win 125 games at one point. Nobody's ever done that. And Houston had a huge division lead all year. They're loaded with talent. They have Verlander now and Dallas Keuchel, the two best starters. So if you love baseball, it's going to be a great World Series. And if you're a casual fan, I think it's going to go 6 or 7 games. That's my takeaway on the World Series, is that if you look at these two teams, they were great all year. They've got a combination of young stars, veterans. They both have a dominating ace. You're going to have a Kershaw against the Dallas Keuchel, Yu Darvish against the Verlander. The last couple games of this series going to be in Dodger Stadium. You're going to have all-time pitchers, MVP-level players. This, to me, feels like the two best teams. The Yankees sort of died once they got on a plane and went on the road. But it'll be a good. If you love baseball, these are the two best baseball teams. All right, let me. It is amazing how often to me, I understand fans making this mistake. Fans are emotional. Fan is short for fanatic. I'm amazed how often sports media makes this mistake. You get fooled again and again and again and again by the same stuff. You ever watch March Madness? And a guy like Buddy Hield has a big tournament, or Jimmer Fredette, or Shabazz Napier, and you go and the media's like, "Yeah, you got to draft that guy top 5." No, he had a good March Madness. The really good general managers in the NBA don't care about March Madness. They're looking for traits and qualities. The crappy general managers in the NBA draft guys off of March Madness. The Spurs don't. Okay? Danny Ainge doesn't. He doesn't. The Warriors don't draft guys off March Madness. Because, first of all, NFL and NBA general managers don't respect most college coaches. They think they're crappy. And so what they're looking for is a prospect, a ceiling, length, size, strength. Are you dynamic? How's your work ethic? They're looking for traits and qualities. So Sam Darnold comes out this weekend, and over the last couple of weekends, behind a banged-up offensive line and a coaching staff which is hit or miss, a lot of miss, they were Saturday, Sam Darnold did not look very good, and it's amazing to me. The fans, I get bailing. But like sports media, whoa, Darnold is, he is not a, are you drunk? The NFL doesn't care. They don't look at that USC coaching staff and thinking, that's the coaching staff that Sam Darnold will get in the NFL, just like USC's. Those are young coaches, college coaches, guys who have been rejected by the NFL. The three best quarterbacks college football today, as far as prospects, are Josh Rosen, Josh Allen, and Sam Darnold. Rosen's 15-11 in college. They don't give a rip. Josh Allen's 12-9 in a bad conference. They don't give a rip. Sam Darnold's 15-3. They don't give a rip. They don't care. Baker Mayfield could tear up the league. He's 5'11.5 and has a video running from cops. Lamar Jackson runs a 4.3 40. Can't play under center. More of a runner than a thrower. They don't care about anything other than how do you project to the next level. Ben Simmons in college basketball didn't even make the tournament. God, me and 4 bar stools could make the tournament. He went number 1. Markelle Fultz, he couldn't even win games in the Pac-12. They don't care because they know his coach is awful. By the way, here's the 7 teams in the NFL right now. Here's the draft order this morning. Cleveland, number 1. They're going to draft a quarterback. San Francisco, number 2. They're going to draft a quarterback. The Giants will win games. They won't end up there. Colts, number 4. They'll move up to number 3. They don't need a quarterback, but they're going to threaten to draft one so they can get picks. So somebody will be in that slot for Indianapolis drafting a quarterback. How do you not make the tournament in college basketball? They didn't. Nobody cared. And I'm texting and talking to NFL GMs and scouts watching Darnold, and they're like, God, that kid needs help. That game plan, they're jumping routes. Notre Dame knows what they're doing. They don't care. They just don't. The only one time in my life I ever got into a fight with a fan was in Tampa 20 years ago when he tried to convince me Danny Werfel was great and was going to be the number 1 pick. And I said, Danny Werfel can't make a 25-yard out. Danny Werfel can't play in the NFL. He's a great kid at college under Spurrier. Can't play in the NFL. Mike Ditka drafted him. He was terrible. He couldn't play in the NFL. So none of that stuff means anything. The top teams drafting in the NFL, of the 7 right now, 5 are absolutely looking for a quarterback. Indianapolis doesn't need one, but they're going to trade to somebody who does need one. Don't get caught up in records in college, because NBA and NFL GMs do not respect college coaching. Occasionally they respect a Nick Saban, Urban Meyer. Occasionally they respect a Boeheim, a Jim Calhoun, a Tom Izzo, or a Mike Krzyzewski. But you have 360 Division I college basketball coaches. The NBA looks at about 8 of them as guys that could coach in their league. In college football right now, there's about 4 guys that the NFL looks at. David Shaw's already coached in the NFL. Nick Saban, Urban Meyer, even James Franklin, I'm told by NFL guys. Brian Kelly, good college coach. NFL doesn't look at Brian Kelly as an NFL coach. NFL doesn't look at James Franklin as an NFL coach. They're like, Harbaugh could, he did. Saban could, he did. David Shaw could. And then it's Urban Meyer. And those are the 4 guys. Like Mark Richt, I've got an NFL scout. He's a college coach. He's a hell of a college coach, but he's a college coach. That's the way the game works. All right, where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong. At the top of next hour, when shopping for car insurance, consider Geico. Been doing it for 75 years. They know what they're doing. It's pretty simple. Want to save money? Go to geico.com. Christine, like you, I did watch all this college football, basketball. Uh-huh. I watched Lonzo Ball 3 times.
And?
He was cruddy. He was really good. And then he was okay. And he's averaging 13, 9, and 9. I'll say this. Sees the floor. Good defensive rebounder. His shot is the strangest looking thing in the world. But when it goes in, and it did Friday night, you're like, all right, he's something. Listen, In the NBA, it's hard to make the NBA. 3 games, he's 13, 9, and 9. There's something there.
Where's your LeBronzometer at?
That's coming in the next hour.
Okay.
We're going to have a daily LeBronzometer.
Oh, perfect.
And it'll just, depending on, like he plays Tuesday, I think. I think John Wall's coming into town. Oh, it may. No Bronzo. That will not be good. John Wall will not be good for Lonzo. Peter King next.
Before Sunday's first kickoff, there's Fox NFL Kickoff. With Carissa Thompson, Tony Gonzalez, Dave Wanstadt, Colin Coward, and Michael Vick, covering all the NFL news, updates, and previews. Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern and 8 a.m. Pacific on Fox.
Drink, son? No, thanks. I'm still driving.
Introducing the all-new delivery pouch from Pizza Hut. Thanks to 3 layers of thermal insulation, your pizza arrives oven hot. It's like having our oven right in your kitchen. Well, pretty close. Try it with the best pizza delivery deal. Large 2 topping, just $7.99. No one half pizzas the hut.
Building a website in under an hour is easy with GoCentral from GoDaddy. In fact, 68% of people who have built their website using GoCentral did it in under an hour. And you can too. Build a better website in under an hour with GoCentral from GoDaddy.